Hey guys, welcome back to Red Devil TV. Man United versus Watford tomorrow. 4-1. We got battered last time under Ollie. 4-1. We lost in that game. Wasn't that the game where Van der Beek came on, he scored, and it was basically when Ollie got sacked. Basically, that was the game where I think everyone went, Ollie needs to go. It was just after Liverpool, just after Man City. We had gotten like a Tottenham win in between 3-0, and everyone's like, yeah, we're back to this, back to that, and then we got battered by Watford. And I mean, come on, like, they're bottom of the league, and I fully expect us to win this game. And I've been saying this for every game: Burnley, Brentford, Norwich, and I'll be very, very annoyed. The thing is, I can't even be annoyed now. I've watched too many games, and we've all watched too many games where we're sitting here saying we're not good enough. And it's just that the mentality is not there. Some players are not good enough. And I want to touch upon some players. I mean, this Poch talk is constantly there. And look, like I said, if Ranić has the possibility to get top 4, which is what we should be aiming at anyway, and do somewhat well in the Champions League. And what does well mean? I think anything lower than semi-finals isn't something that will give Ranić the job. And I know, like, we've been playing terribly. The Atletico game, we played absolute trash. One of the worst games of the season, in my opinion, from us, in terms of the way, not just the way we played, but the way we set out to play. Now, is it down to Ranić? Is it down to the players? I think it's a mixture of both. I mean, Ranić said in the press conference before the Atletico game, the game will be won at Old Trafford. And I thought he definitely is going to have this, set up where he's not going to rush everything in the first game. He doesn't want the players to go all out in the first game. And look, we saw that a bit in the game, but I would also put the blame on the players. I mean, the amount of times Pogba and Bruno lost the ball. I mean, I've said it in my post-match reaction, so make sure to watch it. But look, in terms of the Poch talk, that will happen, most definitely. We're not getting Ten Hag. If Ranić doesn't get the job, I think Ranić is first in place right now. I'm being completely serious. And I know ever since he's come in, there's been things come out, leaks of the dressing room. Ranić is a very honest manager, and we didn't have that with Ollie. We didn't have, not that Ollie isn't honest, but he wasn't confident enough to say, everything that's come out. I mean, remember that situation with Rashford? I mean, when he said that Rashford should focus on his football, and he has come out in the next press conference to almost apologise to Rashford. I mean, Ranić would never do that. Ranić is too honest, and that might be one of the reasons why they might not keep Ranić. He's too outspoken, and they might want a manager who's not going to interfere with the board. Look, has Ranić interfered with the board? I think he's done some great things in terms of dropping players when they should be dropped. Ollie wouldn't have done that. I do, however, think Ranić, I have no idea how he's still playing Maguire. I mean, that Champions League game against Atletico, that was the clear observation that he did not want to drop Maguire, but he wanted Lindelof to play. He played Lindelof out right back. And look, Lindelof didn't have a terrible game. I thought he was one of our better players. No attacking threat down that right-hand side. He's not a right back. And defensively, I thought he was probably our best player, to be completely honest with you. I thought Varane was shaky. Again, watch my post-match reaction on Atletico Madrid. Watch it. But look, against Watford, we should easily win this game. They're bottom of the league. They're probably going to get relegated. And look, this Ranić thing, I think he'll be manager if he gets far in the Champions League and gets top 4. Arsenal, they went against Wolves yesterday. I watched the game. I thought, man, if Wolves win this, it's perfect for us. Or at least a draw. But look, I'm fully convinced that we're going to beat Watford. I fully expect that. And look, what players will come out? I think there's a... If Maguire had a poor game against Atletico, I would say he's not going to play this game. But he's had poor games and he still hasn't been dropped. So I think in this game, what's going to happen is... I think Varane might get dropped. Honestly, I thought Varane was shaky in that game. It wasn't terrible. He was shaky. But look, if I had to go with it, I think what Ranić is going to do, he's going to go over 4 at the back, obviously. I think Tellez is going to come in for Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's been terrible, in my opinion. I think it will be Maguire and Varane, but I would not be surprised if we see Lindelof and Maguire at centre-back. And Delosha coming out right-back. Wan-Bissaka came on, looked okay. Wan-Bissaka is a tackling merchant, honestly. He's a tackling merchant. 1v1 defender. He's a fantastic 1v1 defender. He is. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of Wan-Bissaka. I like him as a player. I just don't think... Personally, I don't think he's better than Delo. And there's a conversation to be had that we need a better right back. Is it something we're going to aim in the summer? Possibly. But look, I'll bring Delo back in our right back. Midfield, Pogba, Bruno, Fred. Didn't work for me. Fred, shaky in the midfield. McTominay, if he's better, I'll bring him back in. He's our best... He's not our best centre defensive midfielder, but he's the best choice we have in this current moment. Matic can't play every game. McTominay... I think he's our best choice. with what we have right now. I think he can play most games. He hasn't been terrible, but he hasn't been great either. He's been average, you know. And we can't have an average centre defensive midfielder. We can't. So if McTominay's ready, I would have him anyway. I'll put in Bruno and Pogba. Look, I would love to see Pogba get in on the left again. I would like to see him put in on the left, but I think what Rangnick will do, again, this is a predicted lineup. I think he'll go with Pogba, Bruno, and McTominay if he's fit. If not, he'll probably play Fred. When it comes to the front three, I think there's Sancho, Ronaldo, and Elanga. How can you take out Elanga after what he said after the post-match conference? He said, I wish other players were like Elanga. He's like a role model. That's what he said in a few words. So, fully, I expect Elanga to start. Personally, when I've seen him start games, he hasn't been great. He has scored a couple goals ever since he started. I do think he's looked good. He hasn't looked great. I think he's looked good, and that's you know, Rashford has been poor. Rashford's been poor. I thought it was poor against Atletico. I thought it was terrible. And look, Ronaldo starts for me. Obviously, again, like I said in the other video, this is one of the games where I said Ronaldo has been involved in the build-up play, even going defensively when defending corners, set pieces from Atletico Madrid, but nothing attacking, nothing, no service. He had one shot. We had one shot on target the whole game. So did Atletico. But Atletico hit the bar. Griezmann hit the bar. He hit the bar twice, wasn't it? So, look, I fully expect Ronaldo to start. I think he's going to get chances against Watford. God, it's been such a weird season for Ronaldo, honestly. It's been such a weird season. He started off the season very well. Towards December, January, he kind of fell off. Again, he scored against Brighton. Fell off against Atletico again, and not really his fault. No service. Apparently, in the Champions League, I just checked the thing this morning, he's tied with Bruno for the most distance covered in the Champions League out of any United player. So that shows how much running he's doing and how much distance he's covering just to get involved in the game. I mean, there's been Champions League games he hasn't got the ball much, and he's still scored 6 goals in 6 games. So, look, for me, well, he scored 6 goals in 5 games, but, you know, the 6th game against Atletico Madrid, he didn't get a sniff of the ball. So, look, I'll play Ronaldo and I'll play Sancho and Elanga. Honestly, I would do that. But if it was me, now I think that's what Rangnick will do. Let me not get it mixed up. I think I would play Pogba on the left, Sancho on the right, and Ronaldo up top. And look, I'll probably go. I know this is weird to say, but I'll probably go McFred and Bruno. We've all complained about McFred, and they're not good enough. They're not, in my opinion, they're not good enough. The most inconsistent players in our team overall in a season and during a game. They can be phenomenal in a game and terrible in a game. And I probably would play them. I think, you know, even though they might cost us the game, they can also almost win us the game as well. And it's so weird to say, but we need a midfielder ASAP. And look, against Watford, what is it? I think they've been terrible at home, isn't it? I think they have a terrible home record, but away, they've been very good. I think that's what. I think they've conceded half goals away from home. So at home, they conceded double the goals that they're conceding away from home. So, look, every game in the Premier League is tough. We should still win this game. I think they got battered by Crystal Palace last week, didn't they? So we should fully win this game. We should fully win this game. I want to see a Ronaldo goal. Look, it's just a matter of time before Ronaldo starts banging in goals. And I thought it would be some games ago. After the Brighton game, I thought, okay, he's going to start scoring some goals. And service. His big games he's got in service. Middlesbrough. He got a few chances against Brentford. He got a few chances this season. Maybe Burnley, I think, as well. He got a few chances. So he's had games this season where he should have buried chances. But I would say for 80% of the season, he's had nothing. He's had nothing. Comparing to Juventus and Madrid, even back at United, 13, 14 years ago, right? He was getting chance after chance. Now he's barely getting any chances. And it's mad. He's 37. We've got Portugal coming up in the playoffs. Man, we'll have many games in March. And I'm nervous. I'm really nervous for Man United, but even for Portugal. I mean, imagine just Ronaldo last World Cup. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. You know, I'm Portuguese myself, so I'm nervous. So, guys, let me know what you think of the Watford game. Prediction, I'm going to say 3-1. 3-1. I think we'll concede. We've conceded less recently, but we still managed to concede at some point in the game. So, guys, please let me know what you think of the game. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.